Hello everybody and welcome to another episode, or good or not. I have Johnny with me. Johnny, say hello.
Happy New Year. We're late.
Yes. Happy what?
We're late.
We're not late. There's no timetable. It's a recording.
No, we're late.
Oh my god. Thank you so much for tuning in today to this episode of Good or Not. Today we have a combination between entertainment topics as well as gaming, news, / rumors / is Nintendo gonna leave console gaming forever? Probably not. Let's get into our first good or not.
Wow.
Daredevil fans say what?
Nothing.
Daredevil fans launched Save Daredevil campaign on Twitter. They're trying to get Marvel to stop canceling the Netflix shows because they are kind of like not done. They're just still there. Johnny, you go with the fans trying to save Daredevil from Netflix / Marvel canceling the shows.
No, I'm not good with it. Because it's sort of like it's time to move on. Marvel's starting their own service, and Netflix is like, we're ready to move on to new different projects. Not that long ago, they bought some properties of different comic books. So I believe it was some Dark Horse Comics or something like that. So yeah, I mean it's done. Just let it go, guys. I'm a big fan of Daredevil. But I knew when Marvel announced their service, it's time to move on. What about you, KB?
Yeah, I'm kind of mixed about this. Honestly, I'm on the side of the fans in the terms of like, I can't believe that they did this. Because, I mean, the shows were pretty successful. And as far as like a cult following, I know like, numbers-wise, it wasn't doing that well. But just to cancel it before the story concludes and to say that ratings aren't too high, but I understand what Marvel's trying to do, and I understand they're not killing off the characters entirely. They're just trying to make their own universe with the Loki show that's coming up and all that. I'm good with Netflix like canceling it. At the same time, they're just literally ripping like one story that they've made, and then they want to just make like a whole new story before this story fades away. At the end of the day, they're probably gonna like, the fans are gonna like it regardless, the new show. So I think it's kind of a sticky situation for me, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're gonna reboot it. There is there is a bigger chance they're gonna reboot it, but there is a chance they may just like try to get the rights from Netflix, like from their Netflix shows, to continue in their Marvel service. It is possible. I mean, they could use like Netflix try to gain anything they can from their shows. Like, since they're no longer gonna make more stories for them, might as well try to make some money off of them, or like get something out of like in return. And then Marvel could just like continue them, but that's a big maybe.
Let's move on to our next good or nah. Bumblebee tops the global box office. Say that 20 times fast. And Aquaman nears 1 billion mark. Everyone said Aquaman sucks, but it's making money. Johnny, you go with this or not?
Yeah, I'm really good with this. I have not. Okay, I'm one of those guys. I've not seen any of these movies yet. I'm gonna watch them.
Same.
But I heard so many good things about Bumblebee, because like how bad the old Transformers movie were, like considering like what was the last one? Age of Extinction? I don't remember.
Transformers have been kind of cray.
Whatever it was, right? Those movies have been really bad, and I heard like Bumblebee has been doing justice for Transformers, because they brought back the classic, the old school looks, and all that good stuff. And then Aquaman. Honestly, I am very surprised, but it's actually good for DC. Finally, they got this second movie, and we have, I guess people can now have more hope for DC and stop comparing it to Marvel and stuff. That's all I'm going to say. What about you, KB?
I'm good with this, of course. Anytime a movie does good, I think it's a good thing. Venom did good recently too, but like it wasn't received as well. Aquaman is kind of in the same boat. Like, it's doing really well, but like it's kind of like been mixed received. I feel like they're just continuously gonna compare the DC movies to the MCU. The fact that it's doing so well worldwide, DC is on the right, and like it's trending upwards. So they can build from this in terms of world building, in terms of like planning movies ahead. Maybe they can build off of this, use more Jason Momoa, because people love that actor. The more that they use the characters that are working, Wonder Woman and Aquaman, and they have to fix Batman, because Batman is like the biggest character in DC. Once they get that righted, then they can do like another Justice League team up film and make the story kind of connect all the pieces that you've been laying, kind of like what Marvel has done. But like, you don't have to wait 10 years. Like, you can do like in 5 years, you can do like in 3 years. Like, just build, and then you can have a great film at the end of the day.
Right.
So I'm good with this.
Yeah, and now they have two movies coming up for this year. It's gonna be Shazam and I believe it's coming out in April, and the Joker coming out in October. So
which is not connected. So
yeah, so but it's still DC movies, so we'll see how it's gonna go with those movies, and hope for the best for DC, and let them keep climbing up and up.
Yeah, and the last thing I want to say is I hopefully they if they want to recast, they recast this year. 2019 is like a new year, right? They recast everything that they want to do, and they keep that cast. They keep this plan if they really want to world build, because they can't recast every year. It's not going to work. People are not going to like to see a different Batman every year, a different Joker every year, etc. So. All right, next, good or not, brand new Wii U systems are selling for a ridiculous price. Just to go over the prices really quickly, a deluxe 32 gig that comes with Nintendo Land is listed at $789, and there's also a new Super Mario Bros. Plus new Super Mario Luigi bundle. That's a mouthful. $879 for that basic set, and there's also just a basic white 8 gigabyte for $729. These prices to me are ridiculous, but Johnny, you go with all these prices being super high for buying a brand new Wii U.
No, why are they selling so much? Like, is it because they got extinct or something, and they're like really rare to get now? What? Like, I'm so confused.
I'm just as clueless as you are.
Like, why are they selling this high? Like, I'm at Amazon right now. You buy used for $300. What?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that's actually more than a Wii U costs right now. And some of the games that they mentioned in the bundle for like the Wii U that's selling for $879. There's a game literally coming out like this month on the Switch that has those games combined into one called the Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. Why the heck are people buying these systems?
Wait. There's an 8 gigabyte selling for $729. Okay, I think Amazon's on crack, or whoever's selling is on crack. I'm sorry, they're on crack. I will, like, if I want to get a Wii U, I'll go to Craigslist and buy it for like $50 or something like that, with games and with controllers and with accessories and with all this. Like, no, stop it.
I don't even know if it's worth like $50 at this point. I don't know, because there's the only game that I think there's like 3 games that were on the Wii U that were good: Splatoon, right, Mario Kart, and Smash Bros. For Wii U. And I feel like if you take out the Mario Kart and the Smash Bros, you have Splatoon 1, and all those games have sequels. So like all of those games have successors that are far beyond what, I mean, with the exception of Mario Kart, because it's literally like the same game with like extra content. With the exception of that, like all those games have successors. There's nothing that you can get on the Wii U that's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I need to get this. It's like the prices don't make sense. Look, and it feels like eBay to me.
Look, I'm on Creators right now. You can buy a Wii U 32 gigabyte and a PS3 500 gigabyte for $110 for both. For both.
You can go on eBay. And you can get refurbished consoles for about $100 for the Wii U.
Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you.
If there's anybody that think this is worth, I want to hear it in the comment section right now. Let's move on to our next good or nah. New Marvel game being developed by former Hearthstone devs. Now, you ready for this name, Johnny? Mm-hmm. Second Dinner is a company that was founded from former Blizzard employees, and they're going to be working on a new Marvel game.
Yeah.
They didn't really mention what Marvel game it is. There's no mention of like who's going to be in it, but they've received a $30 million investment from NetEase, which is going to support the studio and help develop their first game. Johnny, you good with a former Blizzard team working on a new Marvel game? And Arslan, are you good with the name Second Dinner?
Yeah, I love the name, actually. I think it's catchy, it's like funny, and I love the name. For them making a new game for Marvel, yeah, I'm all down for it. Because we all know there's some weird things going on with Activision / Blizzard right now, and that's why a lot of former employees are leaving the company, because they don't like the direction it's going. There's like something big going on with Blizzard. And what I'm guessing, since if it's like Hearthstone developers, I'm guessing it may be a card game, or maybe something brand new, or a mobile game, or who knows what they're thinking of doing. But yeah, I'm good with it. I'm good. More Marvel games. I'm always down for that. What about you, KB?
I'm great with this, actually. This is like a moment where people can take power. They can kind of just say, we don't like what's going on here. Let's take a bunch of employees. We know we're talented. We know that we have the understanding of this industry. Let's make a new company. The Second Dinner name, honestly, it's kind of like catchy in a way. You're like, oh, we work for Second Dinner. You're like, oh, is that a food company? No, that's a gaming company. And like, oh, now I'm even more intrigued. What the heck is Second Dinner gonna make? The fact that they're making a Marvel game, it's really cool because like those aren't like, you can't just make a Marvel game. Like, you have to be licensed and stuff. It's a big thing right there. That's a big first game that they're going to make. $30 million investment from NetEase? $30 million is not no chump change. That's a lot of money. So that means that they're going to have a lot of resources to work with to make the new Marvel game. I hope it's not a card game. Second Dinner, like, they have, like, also Halo 2 devs as well as Diablo 3 devs. So it's not just Hearthstone. So they do have, like, more versatility. I'm sure they'll be having lots of job postings. So, like, that's going to create new jobs in the area wherever they are located at. So I think it's a great thing, honestly, that this has happened.
Well, I will say this because even though like Marvel's not really into the card game, like compared to Hearthstone or even what was it, Magic Gathering? Sorry, I'm getting them wrong. I'm not really familiar with those, but I know those games are very popular on like on their PC games, like online and all that, and so maybe Marvel wants to get into that. Maybe they want to like, we have a bunch of characters, we have a bunch of like, you know, a bunch of like stories we could do, a bunch of like so many things we could do with the property of Marvel. So maybe they want to get into that. I don't know, and maybe they saw a Second Dinner. I mean, they got big connects already. They got Marvel's a big name for them for one of the first games they're gonna release. So like, good for them. Good for Second Dinner. Like, good for them. I just saw their YouTube video and one of the comments said, "Please never ask people if they have phones."
Can we let it go, man? It's 2019, man. 2019, let it go, people. Next, good or not, Nintendo Switch 2 release date. I don't know why this article says Nintendo Switch 2. I'm gonna say Nintendo Switch Mini. A lot of the top experts, I don't know who is qualified to consider themselves a top expert of Nintendo Switch, but the Nintendo Switch top expert, Dr. Serkan Toto, says that there will be a Switch Pro and a Switch Lite this year. Me personally, I'm gonna actually say if I'm good or not with this. First of all, I am ecstatic about a Pro and a Lite model. I am not ecstatic about a Mini only. So like, what I would like to see is them to have the same Switch but smaller, and then a better Switch, maybe bigger, maybe the same size, depending on what they want to go that route. The reason why I would like to see both models is you have two pricing models, kind of like phones. I would like to see Nintendo have a focus where they have a market for quote-unquote mobile gaming and a market for hardcore gaming, kind of like they've done in the past with the 3DS and the Wii U and all that. I'm saying too much. Go ahead, Johnny. What do you think about this?
I've been thinking about this. Like, for me, in general, my own personal opinion, I hate when companies release a console and make it pro and make a better version of it. I understand why they do it. I just wish we just get the best, like, you know, technology right away. That's just me. Because you get to buy new consoles, you get like to play the games a lot better and get those. I don't know. That's just me though. So if actually they end up doing the Pro and the Switch Lite versions, I think it's kind of cool. Would it be actually really cool, which I really doubt they're gonna do, like add like sort of like a 3DS like slot in there too, so you can play those games, but I highly doubt it. But that'd be cool because they want to go all handheld. They're releasing a handheld.
Well, they should just port it then.
Yeah,
if that's the case. Like ports.
Right. Like, or like to buy them online or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because like they're releasing a fully handled version of the console for like $200, right? That will not come with the toaster. So I call it toaster. Sorry. That's what I'm guessing. Like it's sort of like if they do that, they're sort of gonna kill off the 3DS in a way, like nobody's really gonna need a 3DS anymore, in a way,
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you guys can go that way, might as well because there's some really good games on the 3DS. There's some really good games that you guys could like release on the Switch, and it'll be really good for the company. It'll be really good for the fans, and it'll be freaking awesome.
All right, and our last good or not of the day. There is a rumor that Animal Crossing is coming out in March / maybe April of 2019, which is pretty early. And there's also another rumor that Nintendo is going to drop a Nintendo Direct possibly this week on Friday 11th of January 2019. What could we see in that? We have no idea. But they did drop a Direct last year about the same time. So, Johnny, are you good with a early release of Animal Crossing for 2019 as well as a early direct for Nintendo for this year?
Yeah, I'm good with this because they really need to like showcase their games now. For this year's games, like I don't know, like they need to showcase Animal Crossing if it's coming out like really soon. And showcase Yoshi. I mean, I think people kind of forgot about that game a little bit, honestly. And then the Metro Prime, people have been waiting anything for that game. Bayonetta 3, they've been waiting for any information for that game too. And also new indie games for this year, and just give us a little tease of it, and maybe even a tease of Joker gameplay for the new Smash Bros. Game for the first DLC. Honestly, with Animal Crossing 2 coming out in April, if it is, it's gonna be very interesting because it's very soon. It's very soon.
Yeah, I'm interested to see like what the future is for 2019 for Nintendo. They need to address a lot of the games that like Bayonetta 3, like you said, Metro Prime 4, Daemon X Machina. Of course, they could hype that game up. Animal Crossing, if it is coming out, we gotta show gameplay. They can't just give us like a teaser trailer.
Right.
If it is coming out that early, what the future is for Nintendo Switch Online, because we still don't know what the special offers are. They just said we're going to release them at a later date, so we're still kind of like wondering what the heck is going on with that. Maybe we're going to get some information on the Smash Fighter Pack or whatever. They did say Fighter Pack 1, so they never especially said that they were going to do one or more. So maybe they could get some kind of confirmation they want to do more. At E3 last year, there was a lot of no shows. There's no Pikmin 4. There was like a lot of stuff that was missing. The fact that they've made money on mobile, what are they going to do with that? You know, there's a lot of things they could show off with that. And honestly, I want to see if they do release Animal Crossing this early, what kind of integration are we going to get from Pocket Camp to Switch, Animal Crossing Switch? Because we did get integration with Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee, and Pikachu, and Pokemon Go. So I like to see what kind of integration we get with that.
Bruh. Blastoise!
Well, that's it for this week's Good or Nah. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in this week. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We've said mobile way too much in this episode, and I hate it. But shout out to all our mobile viewers. Please like the video if you liked it. Again, comment your thoughts below to let us know what y'all think about not only like what we provided today, but what Nintendo is providing. What you know, maybe that indie development studio Second Dinner is providing. Leave all your thoughts below in the comment section. 2019 is going to be a great year for gaming, I think, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen.
Man.
Sometimes when I edit, Johnny likes to do stupid things when I cut it out.
I could like.
That's all I have, Johnny. Anything to add? It's not political.
No. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, hope you guys hit the like. And thank you guys for being so supportive. And I swear, we're gonna have Good or Not weekly. Kibby.
Hey, that's not me. Don't make me get on my soapbox. We'll see you next time, guys.
Peace out.